Best in podcast, the best in town. You wanna get up, get ready to get down. With its big wide sky and the wild river Thames, if you wanna go, we can take you there to Great Falls, Montana.
Welcome to the greatest damn town in Montana, Great Falls. I'm Rebecca Ingham.
I'm Shannon Newth,
and we're no damn experts. We're recording this on a Monday morning.
First thing Monday morning.
I can't imagine how wonderful this is going to be. What do you have in store for us today?
I am really excited about this one. I'm excited to learn more, excited that they're here and said yes. So we have Ty and Rowdy from Rowdy Mood Hat Company.
Yep.
Did I say that right? Okay, great. Now I'm questioning everything because I thought his name was Corey earlier, and that was my bad.
That's
Sorry.
wrong.
Okay.
That was wrong. Yes. So that's a Monday morning for you. Anyway, welcome, guys. We're
Thank
really
you.
glad you're here.
Welcome to the podcast. Before we dig in, let our listeners know who you are at the core of your
Oh
being.
boy, you don't want that.
Yeah, they do.
Just dive
They
in it.
ask. They call in and they're like, Rebecca, I need more details about your guests, like social security numbers, first person they went out on a date with, their first crush.
We can give you what you want, but we'll keep it short for now.
I mean, we are a minute in, so this dictates whether people keep listening or not.
So it was a college night, and we were at
Okay,
this
yeah.
strip club, and no,
Both of you?
Yeah.
I'm Ty Moody. I'm from Great Falls originally. My family is from Highwood. We have a ranch out there, and this is
Rowdy Hansen. I'm from Belt, Montana.
Oh,
Nice.
My family kind of just grew up doing construction in that area in Great Falls, and now I live in Great Falls.
Okay.
So
So-
Made the 20-mile trek to
Yep.
Great Falls.
Yep.
classy boys, both of you.
sure.
Well
sure.
done. Glad to hear that.
She's big Class C gal.
go Huskies.
I only went to.
This is not
I
a
lived
good
out in Highwood
start.
till the 5th grade, and then we moved into town off the ranch. So I've been in Great Falls for a while.
Ooh,
but
are you a Great Falls graduate then?
I'm a Great Falls High
Okay.
Bison graduate.
Oh.
Nice.
That
Yes.
is a good distinction.
We don't across the rivers just for other people.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
Everyone's got flaws.
that's very true. It is for other people.
But who knows? My son will probably go there. But
So for now,
yeah,
for
yeah,
now,
for now they've got flaws.
So in general, Great Falls area kids, and you obviously are here to talk about a business. Do you do things outside of the business? I hear Rowdy said something about construction. Do you do
I was a teacher for over a decade.
a
Oh.
teacher? Huh.
Yes.
What
I
kind?
don't know why I always get shocked when people tell me they're a teacher.
You don't
JJ
even
Harrison was
understand.
the same way.
That's
I'm like,
right,
I would
yeah.
have never guessed that dude to be a teacher.
You
That's right.
don't even understand. We could talk about teaching for forever. But yeah, I was a teacher for over a decade, and now
Wow.
I'm here.
Awesome. Teacher of what and what age and all
What
that?
would you think?
Oh, I don't want to do that, Rebecca. That's
Yeah, I nailed it with JJ Harrison.
If you,
I'm gonna go with
if you can
Oh.
guess it, I will give you 5 guesses.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
If you can guess it, we will give you a free hat
Oh, come on.
for a month for a year. If you can guess, I'll give you 5 guesses to guess what I did for over
How
a
much?
decade.
Okay. How many How much are we guessing here? Just
So you
it
can
doesn't
what
be,
you
seem like
taught?
this isn't
So you can
that
be
hard.
like,
Now I'm scared.
you were a
Math teacher.
no.
so I need type of teacher and age, or just type.
You need to guess. You know,
Clearly, it's
I
not
like
going to go
this.
well.
I like this game.
I know 5 guesses for
Yeah.
12 hats. I was not a math teacher for over a decade. I did that for a few years, but
Okay.
for over a decade, what did I do?
I'm going to go. Second guess is history.
No history,
Oh.
theater,
no theater. Good
Ooh.
guess.
art.
No art.
Hey,
Yeah, you're third. You only got one more guess here.
theater and art?
Yeah.
They're like
okay.
the same.
Not necessarily.
Same category, I would say.
Okay, but the
That's
art teacher's
Industrial
not the-
arts.
No,
Home ec.
no.
We're gone through our guesses now.
I was a special education K through 6 for 10 years.
Nice.
I did, that typical self-contained room that you think of when you growing up, Down syndrome individuals, autism, learning disabilities, all in the same
So
room.
patience is a virtue for you.
I would have thought. I think for when it came to teaching, I did.
Yeah.
But when it comes to real life, I don't have much patience.
Oh.
Yeah. I have zero
Agreeing with
patience.
that, he has no patience.
I can't wait to hear the stories about this.
Neither of you have patience, but you've built your own company. How does that work?
I mean, he's kind of done it twice in a way. He just started his.
I have an excavation company as well that I own, Letterbuck Construction here in Great Falls. So this will be the 3rd year I've been doing that. So.
And still no
we
patience.
got this. Yeah.
Well, let's dig into this. What business did you two start and why?
So just a hat company. We've.
I'm gonna go with not just
That
that.
we lost out on
So
a
we're
chance to
sitting
have
at the
those
bar
hats.
one day,
As all
true.
good businesses
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
and we were just like, "Hey, we all both like hats. We should start our own hat company." So we started writing ideas on a napkin, and kinda
It
like 5
it
years
started. I mean,
later.
we were a few drinks in because I believe he was gonna propose to
I
his
had the
now
ring,
wife.
actually.
He had the ring, and we were
Oh.
just getting drinks and just bullshitting, and we were like, start a hat company, and it's kind of the beginning of it. And we were scribbling down on napkins, and we were messing around with Buckin, Montana. That was our first name. I don't know why. We could say a lot of different things with Bucking, Montana, and then. It went on for a few years of going back and forth of just talking about it, not necessarily saying, "Yep, we're starting right now." But he was kind of the one, "Hey, let's start a hat company." I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a little research because I want to make sure I'm prepared to go into that because that's it's a big thing. You go in and fail. It's embarrassing and all that." And so years went on, and then he, texted me one day or something. The conversation came up about starting it again. I'm not like, you know what, shit or get off the pot. Let's do it. I think that's what he said to me because I said that to him for proposing. So he said it back to me years later. I was like, you know what? Let's go. So I said, do some research on a machine. He came back with, this, crazy number for machine. I'm like, okay, Rowdy, I'll do the research. Went back, did some research.
I don't believe your research.
Came back to him and said, we're not doing that machine. We're doing this machine. And it was even
way more expensive.
It was even way more expensive. But thank God we did that because. If you invest in the right stuff, the product's going to come out the way you want instead of going down the cheap way. So we bought the machine, and then we were still going back on names. We had a few things. He mentioned he wanted to do Letterbuck, like his company's construction, but that's its own thing. And then I was sitting there one day, and it's when I was teaching at East Middle School, and I would just constantly sketch in this journal, during prep or whenever I had free time. I'm like, his first name is Rowdy, by the way, on his birth certificate, everything, and he lives up to that name. And my last name's Moody, and that's a goofy name, as it is. So let's put those names together. Let's drop that Y on Moody, Rowdy Mood Hat Co.
It's a great name.
It's personal to us. And people ask, Rowdy Mood, but I don't have a Rowdy Mood. I'm not crazy, also. But everyone's got a Rowdy Mood in some way or another. You guys got a Rowdy Mood on this. I listened to the Cash Moretta podcast because he's from Rowdy's from Bell, Cash is from Bell.
Yeah.
And listening to that, just hearing your guys' conversations, it's just like you guys have that rowdy mood for your podcast, your energy.
And
into
this,
what we lean into.
this is work, Rowdy. Can you imagine what happens when we leave town and we don't know anyone in the room?
Love
It is
it.
nice when you don't know anyone.
It gets a little bad.
I have a question real quick before we go deeper. How do you two know each other?
Oh, great question.
That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
I mean, that goes into the rowdy mood lifestyle.
Okay.
There. I mean, I don't know how long it was ago. I'm 36. There's 37.
Maybe 38.
I
No,
understand
it's
that.
right. and he's a little younger, and so it was like
31.
28 or 27.
So my story is our friend Zach Hagen is who I met. We started working together at a construction company, and then he kind of introduced me to all these group of guys.
Okay.
And at first I was like, I don't know about that Ty Moody guy. He's kind of, arrogant
That's
or
how
whatever.
all good relationships
I was different
start.
back then. I was different
we
back
were
then.
wild. We're still wild,
I was a
but-
little wild back then.
And then I think it was his 30th birthday party at Putt Putt in Lincoln. That's a party.
I was like talking about that in putt. I'm like, that's right at my
So we
alley.
were
I
like,
love a
it's
good rowdy
awesome.
putt
I
putt.
think
Yeah.
we were like on the 6th hole out of 18, and we were just like, let's just go to the bar and
Yeah.
start drinking. And then we kind of just been
Yeah.
hanging out
Wait,
ever since.
Isn't the whole premise of putt putt like you go from bar to bar to,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and you just
We just
quit
stopped.
quit
Yes.
going
And
from
we
bar to
went
bar?
ham.
You just stayed
We
where you
found
were.
a bar stool and sat there for a while.
Oh.
And like, I know we're not supposed to talk about other towns, but I mean, Lincoln, Montana is
Oh,
Lincoln,
it's a great
Montana.
town.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm also going to share. I hold the dubious honor of getting kicked out of a bar in
Name
Lincoln,
it. Name
Name
it.
it.
which
Because we have business in Lincoln. We sell at a bar there, so it'd be awesome if this was the right, if you said the bar that you got kicked out of.
bootlegger.
Okay, no, that's not. I don't think. Yeah, bootlegger's still there.
So I got kicked out of the bar in Lincoln, which first is a little bit difficult to do.
Yes, it is.
Second, the reason I got kicked out of the bar was for cussing.
Really?
What?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
how long ago was this?
Oh,
You must talk like a sailor outside of this.
My
10
friend.
years ago.
That is absurd. My friend, not going to mention his name, but took a snowmobile off that little patio, that little small little concrete patio in front of it, into a tree, and didn't get kicked out of that bar.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was at the Wilderness before I went to the bootlegger. They were happy with me at the Wilderness bar. I've been to every bar in that town,
Oh
and that
my.
is
I
the
wonder,
one.
I wonder who it was that did it.
It was probably just a bad day, or maybe I was in a.
Are you forever
particular-
kicked out?
I don't know.
Like banned?
Not been
86.
back. I don't know if my name's on a list there.
You
Could-
are on
It
some-
could be.
Well, you and Rowdy would get along. He's 86 out of half the bars in Great Falls.
No.
No.
Before we move
Just
on
one.
to my, which one?
Welcome back there now. I'd rather not say.
On the first night of We Should Start a Hat Company, you were going to propose to your now wife. Did you actually propose that
I
night?
did, and he actually married us.
Oh,
Wow.
Efficient.
that was so
okay,
nice.
so you went from thinking he's like arrogant,
Again-
don't like this guy, to he
Yeah,
officiated
we're
your
like
wedding.
best friends.
Yeah.
And then his wife, Georgia, married my wife and me on our wedding day.
Oh, wow.
I was,
And I was the best man.
I was going to say, oh,
Yeah.
His wife married
Married
you.
your wife.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, you got to be careful the way you say and explain because people think.
Conducted the ceremony.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Well, that's cool.
yeah, so
well,
it's
you're real interconnected now, aren't
yeah,
you?
yeah. And we he just had a newborn a few weeks ago or so, or a
A little over a month.
ago, and I just had a newborn 2 months ago. So it's just.
Wow. So now your kids are going to grow up together.
Mhm.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
neat.
it.
Okay, so back to you were in the bar, had this idea. You found a more expensive machine.
Bought a machine. What kind of machine? A hat making machine? An embroidery
Yeah,
machine?
a commercial embroidery machine,
Okay.
that any big time store is using. So we had a dream, we know what we want, and if we're gonna make it, we have to buy the best. So we went with Racoma. There's a few other brands out there, but we went with Racoma, and they've been great to us. And since then, now we have 3 machines. We can do 5 at a time, 5 hats at a time. 2 of the machines can knock out 2 hats at a time. So that's been a blessing as orders keep coming in. It's nice to get it done as quickly as we can because we are a small operation. So it is nice having more machines.
Where are you located? Where are these machines?
So
Undisclosed
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
so my house has a built-on little shop to it. It's
Mhm.
about 20 feet long, 8 feet wide, somewhere in there. So it's it's got a little bit of room, and I just didn't know what we were gonna do with that. And then when we got this hat company idea going, I'm like, that's where we're going. We're going right
Mhm.
there. We don't have to rent the place out. We don't have
Mhm.
to be in a basement or anywhere. It's right there. It's heated. It's insulated. It can handle the job, and it's been great.
Nice. Now, let's get back into why this hat company. What makes this one so much different, so important than any other hat producer? Tell us the story.
Why they should buy Rowdy Mood instead of whoever else.
Right. I don't even.
I mean, for one, if people in Montana are what's the way to say it? They're just obsessed with being Montana usually. So they like a Montana-made company.
Yeah.
They like something local. They like something with a little rowdy in it. You know, it's every
little bit of sass.
Yeah, we don't want to be just that cookie cutter hat company that's, you know, putting out all the same kind of stuff. We want to be a little different. We want to push the edge if we can.
A little risky, yeah.
A little risky. Like we make, you know, if you're a Bobcat or a Grizz fan, you know about Brawl the Wild, and we're big. I mean, Rowdy's a cat fan, but I'm a huge cat fan, and we make Brawl the Wild hats every year, and we say on it, you know, eat shit Grizz and eat shit cats. You know, we say shit. Sorry, I'm gonna get you guys.
Oh, you're making me edit, Ty.
And anyway, so we just like to push the edge a little bit. People are like, you know, maybe, you know, put a little asterisk on, you know, where the I is in the word. And like, you know what?
No.
I'm done listening to, I don't know. I want to do things our way, the Rowdy Mood way. And for some reason, I feel like this is a good idea, and they sell every year and they continue to sell. So we're not, you know, going crazy and really crossing the edge on anything. But when we see a place that, you know, we can show a little rowdy edge, rowdy mood, you know, we like to do it.
I feel like this is we should get like Norm Ash be one of our feisty women to wear a rowdy hat. I feel like that's a good.
Well, I brought you guys some
mix.
hats before I forget.
Oh, so whether we guessed you correct or not.
Well, we're not getting one a month for a year.
True.
Yeah, so
that deal was out. Yeah.
I did
That's off the
I did a
table.
little stalking on Facebook and Instagram just to see, you know, if you guys wear hats. And I saw, are you a cat fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, X. I think do you have tickets? I
Yes.
saw. So
He
we
did
have
his
season
research.
tickets. And it looks like you, from the one picture I saw, you were like on like the 10-yard line on the non-shaded side,
Yep,
probably
sunny
like
side.
30 rows up or something.
Wow, what a stock.
Well,
I was
no,
like, I don't even know.
You
what you're talking
can
about.
tell from the photos.
if you know the stadium,
I don't
you
even know what photo
So
we're
I am
talking
down. My wife and I have season tickets. We're like on the same side, right below it on the 25-yard line, like 4 rows up. So I knew exactly where you were.
Yep.
Like, okay, so I brought you just an actually. And you can give them out to whoever. A cat's Moni.
Oh,
So I
that's perfect
and
for
on the
you.
other hats it says, you know, the E, the eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought bring Moni means the same thing. Brought a Bobcat themed hat, just a
Yeah, the
Montana
colors.
one, just
Yeah.
a Montana one. You know, Montana's been rowdy since 1889. That's a good one.
Nice.
One of our upside down
Ooh.
skulls, rowdy design.
I
This
like
design,
that
and
you have
I
on.
do
I do
love-
like that
we
one a
have
lot.
like
Yeah.
15 hats, if not more, with
Love
this
it.
design. So brought you
That's a
that
good
one.
one.
And then one that I'm kind of wearing, but green and gold.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Montana.
that's
So
a real
Great.
pretty
do what you
color.
want with them, fight over them, sell them, give them to a bum. You know, it
Oh, we're
doesn't
not
matter.
selling them, no.
Everyone's got a rowdy mood. So
Well, thank you.
And it usually comes out during cat games.
that's right.
One of the big things about being rowdy for me is our girls' trip every year is to Cat Grizz, and it is a pure girls' weekend. Earlier on in our life, we always had someone on the outside to call if things got bad and we needed assistance getting out of jail because our husbands went into hunting camp that week. So they were not available to.
Ladies were on their own.
Yeah. And so we
Bozeman or
had
Missoula. Oh.
we had one person's mother-in-law on speed dial to say, hey, if things go
For
south. She's like, yeah, give me a call. We'll figure it out. I'm like, thank goodness, you know.
So who went to jail?
None of us ever have.
All right.
We
It's shocking.
got kicked out of a bar. Big surprise.
How many towns have you been kicked out of a bar from?
That's a great question. Just 2. I have been
Okay, they've
escorted
both come
out
up.
of a town, like a
whole
whole
town?
town.
You and Rowdy would get along. This kid got kicked out of Highwood. Out of
The
Highwood.
town?
Out of the town one night. Out of the
Pretty
town
funny
one
Did
night.
the
story.
police escort you to the edge of city limits
No,
and
pretty
said,
much the whole town. did.
please,
Yeah,
please do not come back?
The not the bully of Highwood, but kind of the big dog of Highwood.
Had
Yeah.
enough.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was
You seem
yeah.
so calm.
I
What
wasn't scared.
happened?
last thing what I heard him say earlier in the day at Elmo's bar when it was called, he was like, I'm gonna take that guy's cowboy hat, I'm gonna take that guy's sport coat, and I'm gonna take that guy's cowboy boots.
Someone was wearing a sport coat to a
It
bar in
was like,
Highwood.
It was
wa-
probably Friday night steak
was-
night.
funeral
Oh,
thing.
okay.
It was like
Oh.
a celebration of
We
life.
knew these
Okay.
people.
It was like a celebration of
He's
life.
not just like,
I'm like, what the
I wasn't
crap,
just like
dude?
picking
Yeah.
fights.
It was a
I knew
celebration
all
of
of them.
life. So I mean, after that, we went to the bar, which is people were buying those drink chips
Yeah.
and all that. Then he says this, I'm like, oh boy, it's gonna be a rowdy night. So fast forward, my truck is hidden somewhere in Highwood, trying to find it to steal the other guy's truck. Come back, getting confronted about how let's get all the trucks back together. But I look and I see Rowdy sprinting down the highway through Highwood carrying some guy's boots. And I'm like, holy shit, he
Yeah.
did it. You know, while I'm talking to
what
the
time
person.
of year is this?
What time of year?
Yeah, was it like
Winter?
nice out?
It was like
It was
summer.
probably
Okay.
summertime.
So he's
Definitely.
flying down with his boots, and then the guy that he said I'm going to steal that guy's boots is running after him, laughing. And then I'm like, okay, that's funny. And then we're trying to find the trucks and all this because everyone's just having a good old time. And then I look, and he's getting, darn near choked out by the bar by the guy who's supposed to steal the cowboy hat from.
That's not a true story. So I had the boots in my hand, and the guy that I was going to take the cowboy hat from was walking across the street at the same time. So I was like, perfect. Snagged that cowboy hat and just kept running.
Mm.
Well, you don't take a guy's hat for one, and you
No.
definitely don't take a cowboy's hat. but
Yeah.
At a
Weird.
celebration of life.
There's
After
a lot of context
small
here.
town drinking vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
But we did it anyway, and
We, you mean you?
I did it anyway.
And basically, they just came up and they're like, Ty,
We can't have you here.
Rowdy's, he's got to go.
Mm.
What do you mean? Like, oh, yeah, we'll leave the bar, but we're already outside the bar at this point.
You're
So
already
it's
running down the
basically,
highway.
you got to go, like, you guys got to leave town.
Yeah.
And we know them, and we're great friends with them still to this day.
Yeah.
It was just one of those nights where
They're just like, okay.
the Cowboys button got pushed, and it was time for us to leave.
Mm.
So instead, we, as probably what Rowdy would say, we went to the best small town there is.
Mhm.
And so we went to
Belt,
Belton.
Montana.
Yeah.
So yeah, you two would get along being kicked out of towns. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
leave them unsupervised in a bar. Yeah.
Sorry, we got a little off topic there.
Hey, that happens.
Okay. Question on the hats here. You brought us the one you're wearing. How do you come up with the designs? Who comes up with those? Where do those come from?
I come up with most, and but Rowdy's came up with, like I said, he came up with this skull
Yeah.
one. But I come up with the majority of them, and it's just just whatever you're thinking at the time. It's there's no process into it. It's just
Was the one you were wearing inspired by a certain beer company?
that's what people keep saying because it reminds them of that beer company. But we hadn't used mountains yet.
Mhm.
So I just started kind of scribbling some mountains, threw it in the digitizer, and it came out, kind of similar to that,
Yeah.
But I think it actually makes it better that it reminds them of that. But
Sure.
when I was talking earlier, people from Montana are obsessed with Montana.
Mm-hmm.
People love something that says Montana on it, and you put Rowdy behind it. We're Montana Rowdy, so
Well, and I think it just lends itself to share all these amazing stories of the times that you've had or the instances where things didn't necessarily go according to plan.
yeah.
Where do you get your hats from? How are you selecting the actual hats? Because the Montana Rowdy hat looks like a unique design.
Different material than the
The
others.
style of hat.
Yes,
So
like the
yeah, we just found a wholesaler online, that doesn't charge an arm and a leg. If you buy a lot of hats, they get 'em cheaper, obviously. And so yeah, we do that, and we follow trends. We see what people are wearing. We were big flat bill guys started into this, and a lot of our hats do have our flat bills, but now we're wearing more curved bills. Just we're going with what's trendy, and being in the hat company, we're wearing so many different hats that we see what's
Literally
comfortable.
and figuratively.
Yeah, we see what's comfortable and see what people like to wear and try to go down that route.
Can you accommodate the large-headed man?
We've been asked, and I know we can. We just haven't bought any of those, but we need to because we've
Is
had.
that your husband?
Oh my God, his noggin is so huge. It is massive. It is a massive head.
Yeah, no, we need to buy those. Some people have brought us; they've ordered them themselves and then came in and I'll stitch what they want on them. But we want to get into the youth hats, and we wanted to get into the extra large noggins.
He tells a story about how he had to borrow a football helmet when he was in high school from a kid from Hayes Lodgepole because they had custom ordered this helmet in for this one kid in like all of the land. They're
Big
like,
brain.
and he was no longer playing, and so they. I don't know, all the coaches talked and like, hey, we got a kid here in Hobson that's got too big of a head. And it's like, oh, we had that issue. And so he was the only kid on the Hobson Tiger football team that had a purple helmet.
Hey,
I was just going to say, did
Yeah,
they paint
big
it or
brain.
what happened to
Nope,
it?
he just had a purple helmet.
That's funny.
So
Okay.
it's only gotten bigger
So
since.
you'll have if you need a head to base a hat on,
Yeah.
I know where to
her,
go.
her spouse is available.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah. And Rowdy, for you, I mean, your name is on all of the. I mean, both of your names are, but like looking at that one, just like yours comes first, right? It's your first name in full. What's that like? Seeing your name all over
I
these
mean,
things.
it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
honestly. I just like seeing our hat designs everywhere. That was kind of a cool experience for the first time, like not knowing the person wearing your hat was like seeing someone walk down the street or drive by in a car or even in a different town or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool that's my name, but
Mhm.
I mean, it's cooler that it's our hats, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, a lot of times I know because Rowdy's name is on most of our hats, but we're starting to come out with a lot of more mood ones because
Mhm.
you don't have to be in a rowdy mood all the time. You know, you can be in a golf mood. We're going to come out with our golf line here shortly. We're working with
Oh,
the
that's
courses
cool.
in Montana, not in Montana,
Great Falls.
in Great Falls right now, and they'll be selling rowdy mood hats
Fun.
this coming season, doing a couple unique things with them. So yeah, we just try to get mood on there, try to get rowdy on there.
Yeah.
But after a while, you kind of forget that that's your name because to us, you
It's
know,
like
that's rowdy
synonymous
mood.
with your company now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What makes it a golf hat?
Man,
It's got a
there-
golf ball on it.
Yeah, it's got a golf ball. It's got a golf tee. It's got a golf phrase. You know, right now
Yeah.
we're kind of working with some things that we can come out where it's not just that typical golf hat that
Mhm.
everyone else has. You know, it's a rowdy mood hat by the design on it or
Yeah.
about what it says, or you know, it's trial and error. So we'll see how it goes. But I think it'll be fun.
Where are your hats? Where do
Where
people
can people buy 'em?
purchase them? Do you have distributors all online?
We have
Super
a
secret
website,
code in a
Rowdy-
alleyway.
Rowdy Mood Hat Co.
Okay.
We'll put that in the show notes
yep.
of the podcast
Yep,
too.
rowdymoodhatco.com has all our hats for one, over 100 hats. I don't even know,
Mm.
like 130, 140, maybe more. I don't even know anymore. And then we are in all the shields in Montana.
Ooh.
If you are driving through Lincoln, we sell at the Wheel Inn Bar, Wheel Inn Tavern there. We make custom hats for them as well. They've been a great supporter of Rowdy Mood.
I like the wheel in.
That's right. I'm sure you
I
have a
like
story
kicked
for
out.
that
Yeah.
little troublemaker.
Yeah.
We sell in Haver, Montana at Master Sports. So
Oh.
Haver
Love
has
Masters.
it. Haver has
That's
it.
where I
It's the
went to high
people.
school. So
High
yeah.
school in Haver, Blue Pony.
Mhm.
So they
That's
asked
right.
us to do some Blue Pony hats,
Nice.
custom Blue Pony hats for them. So we're going to try to work on that here. Where else are we? We're in Texas.
Don't forget
and
the hi-ho.
we're in the Ohio. The Ohio supported us. You know, they buy hats. We've done some custom hats for them.
Nice.
We love the Ohio, our local tavern in Great Falls. Great place to go.
Hoagland's?
We sold at Hoagland's. I need to talk to Mike about getting some more hats to him.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Lubbock, Texas at the Dollar Western where there they buy so many hats from us. They're awesome.
How did that happen?
yeah.
They just reach out. They see social media.
Nice.
I think we've reached out to only one store, and surprisingly enough, I think it was Great Falls Shields.
Okay.
But everyone else has reached out, and then we just sent some store orders to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I forget what store that was. Another store in Tennessee and Antioch, and then to a store in North Carolina called Booty Brothers Western Wear.
Oh,
that
who-
sounds like a
I
good
mean-
I'm like,
partnership.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Perfect.
Let's get
Perfect
yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're kind of,
Cool.
so if you're in any of those areas, and then, yeah, just trying to sell wherever we can.
So when you first started, was Shields the first store you were
Missoula
in? Then?
Shields.
Oh.
Missoula Shields. We
What?
Come on,
the-
Great Falls.
trust me.
They reached out,
I know. And Bozeman
Glad
doesn't
we're
have a
past
Shields.
that.
No, they don't.
So they reached out because, we were starting to get, people were wearing our hats. Montana is a proud state, like I said, and they're rocking our hats. And I don't know if you heard of the Montana Boys. They're
Mhm.
you know, these people from
Yep.
and they
Wasn't
just
one of them like famous for dating what's her face,
Yeah.
Kristen
yeah,
Cavallari
that one
or whatever for a
Kristen,
while?
yeah. And
Okay.
anyway,
I know
so
nothing about these people.
there are these
It's fine.
three guys that you know girls think are sexy.
They
They were
got famous like
lip-syncing.
lip syncing and
And
Yeah.
anyways, they were, you know, they get a lot of crap online, but hey, they're lip syncing and they're getting travel all over the world,
Yeah.
Right.
And,
I
and
don't
make a
blame
living.
them.
Why
So it's
not?
like, why
If you
not?
can
So
do it, do
Make
it.
fun
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I sent some hats to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they started wearing them, and then our website just started going off.
Awesome.
So when they were wearing, Missoula saw all that stuff, and then they reached out
Oh,
and
okay.
we reached a deal with them, and it was crazy with them. You know, we only had one machine at the time, and we go into that meeting, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll do this many hats." I'm like, "How about we do 180 or something like that?" I
Yeah.
forget how it went, and I don't know why I said that because
Felt right.
100.
Yeah.
And this is like 2 months in
Nice.
to our business.
Mhm.
Like we still know what we're doing, but leaving that and driving home to Great Falls, I'm like, what did we just do? So now I got to make
It's a good problem to
Oh,
have.
great problem. So I had to
but
make
yeah,
180 hats on one machine while learning how to
Use the
do
machine.
anything. So there were some long nights, and yeah, I'll still remember those days because we do an interesting thing with our ropes. If hats don't come with ropes and we want to put on our own rope,
Yeah, I like the one you're wearing
We-
right now. Yeah.
well, not this one, but like
Oh,
this.
okay.
See, we put on this stitch.
Oh.
So we drill into, and he doesn't
that.
have one. We
Okay.
drill into the hat and we put on our own rope because some people like, the ropes on them.
It's a
And
little
Well, it-
distinction. Yeah.
It harkens back to those original.
Exactly.
Why am I forgetting the name of it? King Ropes hats
Yeah.
that were big in my era. You two
I used
are
to
a
wear
little
'em.
young.
well, back the old schooler hats
I'm
with
in
the
that age
ropes.
range too.
How old?
She's old.
I'm
She's young.
39.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Just
39.
broke
Where
the
I'm right
code.
behind you.
I know.
I'm right
so I was
behind
like,
you.
you said you two are young, and I was like, I'm not that much older.
No, we're all
Hi.
young.
Sorry,
We're
sorry
all
I didn't
young.
claim
Come
you as
on.
young. Sorry.
Yeah. So we put on
Don't
our
make that mistake again.
Just
we
kidding.
put
I
on
gotta
our own
claim it
ropes.
for
We
another
wanted to be
6
a little
months.
different because I
Yeah.
called the one company like, "Hey, can you put on this rope, this rope, or this rope?" And they're like,
Mm.
"You got to buy with whatever you sell." And it's like, that's gonna get old.
Yeah.
So I just started messing around, and we came up with that. All hats don't come with ropes. We put ropes
Yep.
on that makes sense. So
Mhm.
It does make sense on some of them.
mhm.
Yeah. How often do you come out with new designs?
Sometimes not for a month, not for 2 months.
Mhm.
Then sometimes we're throwing out hats all week. It just kind of depends on how busy we are.
Mhm.
And if we have time to mess around, digitize, and come up with things, because as time goes on, now we got to find time to do those things because we're busy, which is a
Mhm.
good problem to have. So more stress, but it's good stress.
Is
Are you-
this? Oh,
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Whoa. You have a construction company as well.
Yes.
Is Hat Company your full-time gig?
Full-time
Okay,
gig. So
nice.
yeah,
Ooh. That's
Yeah.
going to be nice, Rowdy, huh?
Yeah.
Having a little employee to just say,
No, he's my partner.
the way we run the business, it just makes sense for how it
One
is.
person.
Yeah. It's because people will say like, "Hey, is Rowdy involved?" Because I'm kind of the face of it because I'm always in the shop. It's connected to my house. It's easy for
Mhm.
me to go out there. I'm right there. He trusts me with what I'm doing. If any big decisions come up, we talk about it. He comes over. He makes hats. He designs hats. He does all that. But I'm kind of the operator. It's the day-to-day business, and the way we're doing it, it makes sense to us. It's working, and
Mhm.
as we get bigger, we see it going. The distance. We're nowhere near where we want to be, and we're just kind of learning as we go.
what about a subscription service? I really am intrigued by this idea of getting a hat a month for a year.
So I've been kind of playing with that idea. We're going to go to Shields on Saturday. We have an event, 7 to 9, Shot for a Cause. If you want to roll up there,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
giving
yeah.
out some free hats. And I don't know if we're doing it there. I have Adrian Colton that is here in Great Falls. She kind of runs our social medias and kind of helps us with where we need her, and we're coming up with something where you can earn a free hat for, like I said, for you for a whole year, but one hat a month. And I've been kind of toying with that idea to, if people want to pay for that, up front for some kind of deal, and then I give them some codes, and then each month they can put in a free hat. So yeah, it's
That's
something
a
that we're
fun
working
idea.
on.
Yeah.
I have another one, but I'm going to share it off air because
Okay.
I like it.
Still.
I like it.
Yeah. She has lots of dreams and ideas.
Get rowdy,
So,
get kicked
yeah.
out of town.
It happens so often.
Do you have other employees or team members at this point?
It's just us.
Okay.
Just
Nice.
us. And like I said, Adrian, who is kind of our mom in the business in a way. She kind of takes care of all the behind the scenes stuff. If I can just concentrate on making hats and stuff. And we just recently brought her aboard, and she's helping out and being a big asset.
Clearly supportive wives,
Oh my God.
patient, supportive wives.
Yeah.
We know your wife's name is Georgia.
Yes.
You weren't willing to give up your wife's name.
She's just that important. Her name's Cassie.
Okay. Good job, Georgia Cassie. Tolerating the rowdiness.
Right.
Just telling them that we were gonna do this.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna start a hat company.
And
I
they
was like,
said,
whatever.
so happy for you.
well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, what do you mean? Like, it just, no one really took it seriously because that's a hard thing to take seriously. I mean, our wives were definitely supportive of it and go for it, but it's just, it's a weird thing to tell somebody, and they've been, very
We had some
supportive.
friends that just laughed at our idea. Now they're like the biggest supporters.
Yeah, well, those are the kind of friends you got to have. They're like, okay, get real, but then you got to prove them wrong, and they've only been, some of the most supportive people we have. It's awesome when we see our friends and the only thing they wear is Rowdy mood. So it's cool.
Well, they better.
Sick Rowdy on.
Are you going to develop like a line of like baby hats now that you both have small children?
Gosh, if we can find the time.
I got a 3-year-old too already. So
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we want to get into the youth, the toddler, get into beanies, get into shirts, get into all those things, but we're just trying to do it in the smartest way we can. But a lot of people have asked for shirts and sweatshirts, and
I'm
hopefully
really excited about the shirts thing, but that's a whole nother.
another ball game.
That's a
now.
different
'Cause
machine.
we do everything ourselves. We don't outsource anything.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, yeah, so how long does it take for you to get your hats back from them embroidered? I'm like, no, we're doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they say do shirts, I'm like, I would love to. I mean, it's very similar, but, we've got a thing going. We're trying to, fine
Whole
tune it
nother
as
set
much
of
as we want.
machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So at some point, we got to build on or think of something different. But right now we're using the space with what we have very well, and we have room to play with.
So, Ty, you're wearing the Montana Rowdy hat. Rowdy, you're wearing the small town Montana hat with the upside down skull. Would it be safe to say those are your favorite designs, or do you have other designs that have been like, no, that one's my favorite. This is just what was clean enough to wear today.
I mean, I like all our designs, obviously, but I mean, I have my favorite kind of hats. Like, I kind of like this hat, so
Like just the structure
yeah,
of the actual
so-
hat. Yeah.
kind of whatever we put
On
design,
that
I'll
hat.
wear it.
With me, it's whatever hat's near me. My wife just made a post the other day, like, when you live with a hat business owner, I just have hats throughout
Everywhere.
the house, just in piles in like their own spots. So like where I sit down, I'll just stack a hat. And
Yeah.
my dog will bring in hats from the shop. So I got hats every so for whatever I'm wearing. It probably has a flaw on it, or it's been chewed up by the dog.
I was like, did you just say your dog will bring it in?
This one, the side logo is all messed up. So I don't want to sell that hat. So instead of just throwing it away or whatever, hey, I'll wear those.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever hat I'm wearing, people are like, oh, nice hat. I'll have to see what I'm wearing because I'll wear 20 hats a day.
Yeah.
Just grab whatever.
That works.
Grab whatever. Yeah.
Mhm. I envision for your future like a whole multi-family compound here where you live and have like a barn dominium situation where your machines are.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Would be sweet.
Family compounds have become a bit trending.
Oh.
I've noticed
This
it
has
on
a
the
very
TikTok.
practical purpose. Though.
Buy
Yeah.
some land,
Yeah.
just have a hat
Yeah.
shop there. We got
Mhm.
George and Rowdy down the street. We got Cassie and me down the street, our kids hanging out.
Yeah.
So he just had a daughter.
Keep your boy away from my girl.
That's right. So, I mean, this could just be a fairy tale in the making. You know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Then-
your own reality show.
Let's go.
I'm not sure Rowdy's in on all of
We're just
He's ready.
this.
yeah. No, we're down for anything, bro. We're just small town, normal Montana people just trying to start a company and do it our way and just make a living out of it. And it's going good, and we just want to keep growing.
How long have you been doing this now?
It'll be 2 years in June.
Oh,
June
wow.
1st.
Yeah. So
Nice.
You've been running fast.
Mhm.
it's been nonstop. It's been one thing after another, which is a good problem to have. But there's been so many setbacks as well. I mean,
We did shatter our first goal, though.
yeah,
like,
Ooh.
out of the water.
we
So-
thought,
That's
okay,
exciting.
let's
Yeah.
sell 300 hats in 1 year.
Well,
you know,
your
But
first
now
order
we're
2
like,
months
what a
in, you were
joke.
halfway there.
Yeah.
At first, we were like,
Well, you don't know. You
Yeah.
don't know.
You don't.
Yeah.
'cause we're
We're like,
oh,
did we buy this machine and it's just going to be to make our own hats? Like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Very real thought
was
there. I'm like,
risky.
Yeah.
Like, did I just buy a machine just so I don't buy my own hats anymore?
Mm-hmm.
And we shattered that 300 hat goal, and but we're satisfied for a day. But then it's
Yeah.
like, what's the next thing? Like,
Yeah.
I want this store, I want this store, I want this, and we're so dedicated to it. I have so much drive for it because it's like, I tell myself, do you want to be a teacher again?
Mm-hmm.
You know. And I'm not talking crap on teachers by any means,
No.
but I was
It's
so
a tough job.
miserable.
You
It
can
is
get
such
burnt
a
out,
tough
yeah.
job.
It's
Mhm.
just, I just knew there was something else out there.
Yeah.
And so if I have a hard day in the shop, which come very often
Sure.
because we're learning, I have a board that has all kinds of stuff written on it. And one of them is like, you want to be a teacher again? Question mark, get back to work.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of drive for what we're doing, and we're nowhere near where we want to be. And
I was a college professor for a while, and that is teaching at a different level. And I can't even imagine trying to teach younger than that. And so it's just a tough job. It's not for all people.
it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
Not for me.
Nope.
I was done one day, and another job opportunity came along. I went out to Mountstrom just for less than a year, and was just doing contracting for construction out there. I was not doing anything just because I was so brand new.
Mm.
And then the hat business just took off, and my wife, thank goodness, was the one that's like, hey, I think you should just do Rowdy Mood for now on. And I was just like, oh, thank you.
Mm.
Because if I would have said it, you know how,
it'd been a little bit
You
harder.
need to have the support. Yeah.
well, I think it was a day where 2 shields put in, or at the same time for a ridiculous amount of hats. And I told Cass, I'm like, Shield's just putting this many hats today. And she's like, okay, you're not going back. You're done.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, say no more. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And it's been great ever since. Like it's like you said, guys must have supporting wives, and we really do. I'm out there in the shop, more when I can be. I'm out there, 5 a.m. in the morning just because, newborn, and we just have to find ways to make it work. And you have to have wives that support it and understand that to make it work. So it wouldn't be where it is without them.
They're rowdy women themselves.
That's right. Ooh, that's a good hat. Rowdy women.
So, big question. Are you doing custom bison and CMR hats?
We've been asked, not by Great Falls High or Bison, but we might do our own little spin-off to get them involved. Maybe it'll be a project this summer so we can come up for the school year next year. We do custom hats for companies. So like we've worked with Showdown before. We sent them up over 100 hats this year, all kinds of designs, and they sold out really quickly. Do that again next year. We worked with Low and Bro Motorsports, that goes around the nation, race in late model series, I think it is.
Yep.
And who else were the Hi Ho? We've done custom hats for them. The
now
Wheel
the golf
In,
course.
the golf course, that's a current one. We've done many weddings. We have 3 weddings this
That's
summer.
fun.
So if you have a wedding coming up and you want to get a little rowdy, we do kind of custom hats. Gosh, who we forget? I'm sure we're forgetting other people that we've worked with. But yeah, we're just,
I just think there's obviously being a cat fan, there's a great pride in finding whatever be your high school, your town, your team, to be able to rep that that heritage, I would say, as you move forward, as really a true Montana thing. So having that as an opportunity, and I do love the small town Montana hat because
that
it
came
doesn't-
along with, like I said, I'm from Highwood. He's from Belt. I'm not going to wear a hat that says Belt, Montana. He's not
No.
going to wear a hat that says Highwood, Montana.
but everybody
not.
can get behind small
But
town.
everyone, even if you're not from a small town, if you're from Montana, you know somebody from a small town, and you just know the
Or
small
you've been
town
drinking.
vibe.
Yeah.
You've been drinking in a
Great
small
Falls
town.
is a big small town.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it really
Well,
is.
and when we travel, Great Falls is a big city for Montana, but in the scheme of things, it's not a city to the rest of the
Yeah.
world. They're like, you're from the 3rd largest city in the state of Montana? Yeah, 60,000 people.
Yeah.
They're like, that's not very big. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
No, and it feels way smaller. So I think it was his idea.
It's super big when your hometown is 5 people.
Yeah. It was his idea to put the small town Montana. I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. And so that's kind of what we're known for. I mean, people sometimes don't even know that we're based out of Great Falls because they see the small town Montana. That's all they know, but that's all they needed to know.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
Do you have a dream? You talked about the Montana boys wearing your hats. Do you have like a dream celebrity who you would love to
Ooh.
see
Oh my
your hat on?
I bet you we say the same thing.
I would like to see Co Wetzel.
Yeah. Co
Because
Wetzel.
he kind of is like rowdy mood kind of guy.
Okay.
Likes to party, drink.
He's just a country artist that we like. You just, you
Mhm.
know, when we think of Rowdy Mood, we think of Co Wetzel and all that. And we have a hat that's just named after him, but he hasn't worn it. Casey Donahue. We've reached out.
Yeah.
Co Wetzel, open
Yeah.
your DMs, buddy.
Yeah.
Casey
I mean, he
Donahue.
listens all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. He's got his own stuff going on. Casey Donahue band. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah.
He wears our hats. He wore
Nice.
a hat at the Newberry
Yeah.
for a concert one time, and I'm in contact with him. We're sending him a new box of hats here.
Nice.
But yeah, Co Wetzel will be awesome. But yeah, you know, just anybody, just, you know, we just love seeing him out there. Cause like you said earlier, it's like at first, it's like, oh yeah, there's our buddy wearing a hat.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, oh, there's our buddy's buddy wearing a hat. But now it's like,
We don't
whoever.
even know these
'Cause
people.
I think we've
Mhm.
sold it was like 6 months ago, we had sold to 47 states out of 50.
Nice.
But I haven't updated since, but we might be
What
at
are the
50
ones
right
you
now.
haven't yet? We'll call them out.
I'm gonna
Make
just
fun of
guess
them.
it's like Rhode Island and
Vermont.
Hawaii. No,
Yeah.
We
I
got
think we
Hawaii.
sent
But
them
yeah,
to
it's
Hawaii.
somewhere like northeast. I think
Mhm.
there's a couple back there, but we might have got them. But we've sold to
Yeah.
you know, Australia, Canada, Mexico, you
Nice.
know,
Spain.
Spain.
Ooh.
So
Mhm.
Are there people that have your hat that you're like, I wish they didn't wear my hat?
no, man.
No
Every-
comment.
yeah, no comment. No, I say if you support Rowdy Moo, that's all we care about. So
Yeah.
we just love seeing people wearing them.
I thought for sure before you guys said Co Wetzel that you were both going to say Rocker Steiner, and I have no idea why.
Hey, Rocker Center, open up your DMs, buddy.
Yeah.
I-
Like he's the right.
oh my God,
fit.
bull riding.
Oh,
So we,
and his entire family.
yeah, and I
I'm
don't.
gonna try to go to Cowboy Christmas.
Oh, that would be
makes-
fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
we
makes
want to
sense.
go
Probably
to the,
not next year, but
yeah,
maybe
probably in
Mhm.
a year or two, just because that's you gotta.
we'll just experience it first and kind of
Yeah.
see the
Yeah.
layout. Maybe
Well, and
Mhm.
the thing that I learned when I went,
I've never been to Vegas.
at all,
It's a
ever.
weird place.
no one
It's a
will go
weird
with me.
place.
Imagine getting kicked out of Vegas.
Well, I
Yeah.
can see why no one wants to take you since you've gotten kicked out of the town of Highwood.
That's right.
They're
But I
boring
would
people.
say there's other shows that are happening, and that was the thing that surprised me most. Is you have the Cowboy Christmas at the Las Vegas Convention Center, but then you've got
There's
all these
massive
other
other
shows,
Yeah.
which I was not prepared for, and I'm like, oh, well, this is interesting.
Yeah,
So,
our buddy that sells down there, I think he sells like African hunting packages during
yeah,
during it, and called me this year. He's like, dude, you got to get Rowdy Mood up here. You would kill it. He's like, I just don't know how many hats you would have to bring.
yeah.
So that's the thing. So we just need
Yeah.
to figure out, go there, check it out, and then have a goal for the future, because we have another goal. We bought a 2-place horse trailer that we're gonna convert and pull it behind, hopefully a Cadillac at some point. But it'll be like a mobile little.
I
Yeah.
want it
little-
to be like old school, like 8 seconds where they drove Cadillacs, with the big
Crystal
horns on
Cadillac,
the
I was like,
front.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
With
Yeah.
the horse trailer on. it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tow that thing down to
That's-
Vegas or
yeah, that's
wherever we
right
go
on
this
theme.
summer. Hopefully, if we get it done, we'll be doing some shows,
Yeah.
going to wherever and selling right out there, because we have this little mobile bar that I've had since college that's been through way more than anybody needs to know about, but it's just been with me forever, and now
Yeah.
it's in our shop. And when we go to Shields, we take this bar, has that logo on it, the upside down skull, and where we go, we're just going to take that. People will see us from a distance and come get rowdy with us.
Are you
Nice.
doing anything for Western Art Week?
We aren't.
Oh.
We aren't.
I
Hopefully,
think we need to
There's
get your hat on
opportunity.
somebody.
Mhm.
I think so as well. There's so many things we want to do. There's
I
just
know.
so little time. We're just working as hard as we can. Like I said, we're a small operation, and
Well, and that's the thing. You got to start just making that list of all the things you want to do
Yeah.
and be like, I have an hour today to tackle that
Right.
one.
yeah,
An hour this month. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you too.
Yeah,
Not
we're
that you really
excited.
need it. It's fantastic product. Really authentic to, I'm going to say it, small town Montana.
That's
It
right.
really has that right feel.
And our Great Falls
Yeah.
brand and vibe. And
Typical Great Falls.
yeah. I appreciate you guys having us. And there's any businesses out there that want to get a little rowdy, the way, just the way it kind of works. Like, we want to make hats for you.
Yeah.
We don't want to take your logo and just put it on a hat. We
Yeah.
want to take your logo, your brand,
Your
your
vibe.
energy, and if I was going to buy a hat
Mix
from
it
you,
up.
mix it up a little bit. I'll give you a little Rowdy Mood hat and have a little fun with it,
Yeah.
And so please reach out if you want, or head to rowdymoodhatco.com, pick up a hat, and let's get rowdy.
Sounds perfect. Thank
it.
you for being here. Thanks for starting a
thank
business
you.
here. Thanks for getting sassy. I
Love
love
it.
it.
Oh, thanks
Yeah.
for having us.
And folks, until we see your bright, beautiful, happy, rowdy faces here in our fine, fine city, we do hope you're creating amazing memories with your friends and family wherever you might be. See you soon.
We're No Damn Experts is the recorded claims from Great Falls, Montana, covering what you need to know about this amazing damn town.